The stars are alive and spend the night dancing in stately arcs and loops, endlessly recombining as they gossip and preen. As night ends, they joust each other in a tournament called the Dawn Duel. The champion becomes the day star and spends the day parading from east to west. The other stars sleep in the sea of stars until the end of day, when they rise again until the heavens and streaming fountains and begin it all again. Hello, welcome to Planegea, to Rival the Gods, a D&D 5e prehistoric adventure based on the Planegea setting, which is currently on Kickstarter. Today, joining me are my lovely players. Please, introduce yourselves, lovely players.
Hi, yes, I'm J3 Billion, otherwise known as John, and I will be playing Osra, the Barbarian Hammer Thrower tonight. So yeah, should be fun.
Exciting. I am Mike, better known as Dr. Fusion with the Z. Today I'll be playing Who Has Come Before, the half-ooze, half-human Spellskin.
Hello, my name is Jared, and today I will be playing... What's my character's name again? Dubta, the druid that has something coming after him.
Oh, that's me. I'm Corey, aka Narf, and I'm playing today Alistair, the storyteller, which is a bard.
And when we last left off, it was session 0. So yeah, welcome. First session. Perfect. My notes are falling apart. Oh God. Okay.
That happens every now and then.
Yeah.
While Key's fixing the notes, I wanted to give a shout out to J3 Billion for being the artist in residence of our lovely cave painting hiding up there. Hopefully we'll add some more to it today.
It shows the true drama of Planegea.
Yeah.
I mean, I am nothing if not an eloquent artist. Truly, it captures the breadth and measure of Pangea and the terrifying human emotions that run through it.
Should be put in a museum.
Should be, really, honestly. I mean, once I die, this is probably going to go up, 100-fold in value. So, hold on to it.
I don't know what scares me more.
Kids.
I don't know what scares me more, the big sun or the blue teeth on the dinosaur. I'm just not sure. Both are terrifying.
I'm thinking that this is, dinosaur is something akin to a smaller Godzilla, so those blue teeth are kind of lightning if you think about it. I'm just saying I really pulled out my kindergarten brain to.
Hey, thunder lizard, lightning lizard, it's all the same, right?
Really? Yes, absolutely. I mean, thunder and lightning are the same thing in 5e, right?
Well, especially
That's not true.
especially in an ancient prehistoric world, they're kind of attached.
A lightning bolt strikes right next to you. It's a sign from the gods.
It's a sign that
This
no
is
one
true.
wants you dead this time.
Yeah.
Next time,
Better
Watch
thank the
yourself.
gods for that.
Hey, which god? There's so many gods here. We had
So
gods
many.
coming out our ears.
You can
And I
really
hear-
make a god.
Speaking of creators and artistes, I believe we have made a god for this session, for this
We have.
campaign.
Indeed, we have. There are many things we created for this campaign, all of which are now in my notes that I can see now. Glory.
Oh, that's
Glory to
good.
Co.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We made gods. We made tribes.
To be honest with you, the whole sorry, Key, but the whole party actually I think really contributed to the campaign a little bit.
So we open with the day star triumphant, peeking over the east horizon, beginning its parade throughout the day. In a ape clan tribe. Full of tents designed to be moved at a moment's notice, with a pack of apes just grazing nearby in a field. Most of you would have spent a bit of time to get traveling to get here. For Alistair, this may be an opportunity to learn new stories. For Dubtalk, it is a great opportunity to hide from pursuers. For who has gone before, it is an excellent trading opportunity to gain some dyes and some rare herbs that would be otherwise difficult to get. And for Azra, you live here.
And I may have something cool for Azra too, because I haven't seen him in a while. We're to establish that we know each other.
Indeed. Were you get? No. Yes, I remember you. Very small man, talking man.
Very small,
You talked
humanoid,
a lot. Yes. You.
stretchy limbs.
Mm, yes. Very weak of back, strong of mind.
Very colorful.
As the day star does rise, the local shaman prepares for his day sleep. The elders and the seers gather around the clan fire to discuss, as the other members of the tribe gather around the clan fire for breakfast. It's very important in a community to gather around for one large meal. Make sure
Has to be a
everyone's
fire.
alive and accounted for.
Yes. There are no substitutes. It has to be a fire. You can't gather around a lake or a stone or. Has to be a fire.
Big clan fire. Never goes out.
Yes. In the middle of your morning meals of salted meat and grass, flying overhead is a couple of insects with long wings, aptly named longwings. They're a sign of good things to come, in most cases. They're a good omen. Shortly after the meal is done. Ko has blessed you. Shortly after the meal is done, everyone departs from the clan fire except for the elders and the seers to do their daily duties. Now,
So do I get the blessed condition now? Later?
Later.
Later? Oh, okay.
For Azra, that may be hunting or gathering, or just keeping watch. What is Azra's job for this tribe?
Azra is a little bit of a sore thumb in that he kind of just hangs around and tries to tell people how they're doing. Tries to tell the people who know what they're doing what they're doing, what they could be doing better. And it's clearly, he has no fucking idea what he's doing. And he's really just trying to fit in and to help as much as he can. But that like he's really adept at swinging a big rock. And even the hunters, like, he's clumsy and he always scares off the prey, so they don't want him with them. So most of the time he's just picking up big things and putting them down and constantly telling people how they could be doing things better. And them just going, oh, okay, Osra, you're... Okay, but I need that lifted over there. Could you do that for me? Sort of like always kind of like deflecting.
You do a lot of picking up of things and putting down of things.
I do a lot of picking up and putting down. I pick them up and I put them down. Really though, when you want a log lifted off of your leg, you call me.
Or when you really need to move a pillar. That's why they call you the pillar of the community.
Really, there was one festival when the pillar collapsed in our gathering house and he just stood there for 8 hours. That's how he got his nickname.
So we're going to get into some mechanics right here, right now. Okay, Azra, I want you to write on your sheet, if you can, in some space, a title that you have in this tribe called the Pillar of the Community.
Okay.
You gain 5 salt points that you may spend on food and such in this tribe, and put a DC 19 for people to recognize you based on being the pillar of this community.
Nice.
Yes.
So he's a little bit well known. He's like he's that one guy that stood there holding up the roof for 8 hours.
Yeah. Without you, the roof would have fell. It's important.
I mean, they needed a carve.
It's a legendary story. I tell it everywhere I travel.
Yeah. Speaking of telling stories, Alistair, in this tribe, you are a newcomer. But due to your affinity with a drum, they welcome you with open arms. Where would you be in a early morning?
Probably wherever breakfast is being served, telling a story or playing something on the drum or the flute.
So you're sat near the elders and some of the craftsmen before they go and do their job of making wines and knapping tools together. As you are telling this story, one of the elders, who is affectionately named Goop Goop, at the end of your story asks if you would be willing to join the clan at the end of the night as the chanter for the evening ceremonies. Ceremonies where the shaman wakes up and begins performing magic for the clan. Sorry, I think you were muted.
I said, of course. I would be honored.
And who has come before or gone before? Who has been before? It is fairly well known that you, of the striped spider tribe, live a couple days' journey away. What else is known of the striped spider tribe? By
The striped
ape tribe.
the striped spider clan tribe. They are well known for their goods. They have access to glass baubles that they've created or taken from the stone. No one quite knows how they get it, but they have this beautiful glass that they trade with. It's wonderful. Shamans love it. Everyone wants it. So it's given them some bit of notoriety. But also, people want to know how they get it, and so it's also a bit of a problem for them. But they're known to be fair. But those who invade their territory don't ever come back. So they're a little bit of, and they're known to be a whole bunch of spellskins. That tends to bother a lot of people.
So it's known that you're spellskins.
It's obvious that I am, and I'm their chieftain, and I'm sure word has gotten out that there are more than just me. And of course, the way word works is that it's not just two of us in the tribe who are spellskins, but it's the entire tribe. We'll lean into that because it scares people. I don't think people would know about our the quote unquote god that we worship. Have the striped spiders talk to us. Other than the fact that we may say the striped spiders do talk to us, but that's about it. But I've been known to be fair and and easy to work with when it comes to trading things. So there's at least that.
In this early morning, the local herbalist, who's... I just want to say there's a random generator at the back of the book for making names.
Nice.
This herbalist is named Taco.
Taco.
Nice.
And Taco is willing to trade for some of your glass, or specifically a new knife that they want to make in exchange for a pound of salt reeds. They are reeds that have grown in the salt wood, a whole forest that has absorbed nothing but salt water for many, many moons, resulting in the plants growing weird, twisted, and very salty.
Oh. Then, of course, we would love to have some of those.
Excellent. And Dubtalk.
Yeah.
We know you are a druid. Is it obvious to those of the ape tribe that you're a druid?
Yes. I definitely dress like it. I have I would say a skin vest just like this, arms. Obviously you can see my mark all across down my face. And then I usually wear some sort of feathers. I even have a bear claw on my chest from something fairly important to me. And I usually have some brown stone skin, and I usually walk with some moccasins of some sort that are on. And I have a staff.
Yeah. So most of the individuals present in this tribe are followers of Ko, whose reach is very far-reaching. And you would know better than anyone that the gods don't like druids, because the druids keep stealing their power. And because of this, you've become something of a pariah in the tribe. not a lot of people want to speak to the person who steals power from their god.
To him, he doesn't care. He's only there for one night, and then he leaves. He's not going to be long enough to make friends. He's not going to be there long enough to make friends anyways. He'll have a drunken hoot. He's even been known to destroy shit in their gathering spots. He don't care. He's only there for a night after all.
And on that note, the morning progresses as smoothly as possible, with Azra, the pillar of the community, picking up and putting things down. And people going out of their way to avoid Dubtalk in fear that Dubtalk will potentially destroy something or desanctify something meant to be given to Ko at one point or another.
When the children are walking by, he'll go.
So there is a child named Ulkan the children are all going around picking up scraps of wood for kindling. Like, they're picking up leaves and things for the clan fire. And you do that little maneuver. Please roll an intimidation check.
Intimidation? Okay. Oh, we got some chaos.
You know, contrary to popular belief, Jared as a person doesn't hate children.
Disclaimer, we do not hate children at Vorpal Tales.
You said intimidation.
I have
check.
2 of them.
Intimidation.
Shit. Intimidate, where is that? Skills? Yeah, it is. Oh, geez, this is gonna suck. Here's perception.
You got this. Boom!
Oh, yeah, 14.
So, this child, Utad, freaks out when you scare him, drops all his sticks, and falls backwards. This little half-elf boy looks up at the druid in horror before scampering away into the bushes, and the other 4 children follow.
I just will keep walking and I smirk a little bit.
Yeah, fuck you, kid.
Pretty much.
Oh boy. About 30 minutes pass, and Azra, Taco, the herbalist, comes up to you in something of a panic.
Yes, what do you
Azra.
need?
Thank goodness. Have you seen Taka anywhere?
I have not seen Taka anywhere. He was a sprightly young lad. He jumps everywhere. He hung from my stone once. Picks it up. Why?
He was collecting wood just minutes ago. I can't seem to find him anywhere. I was hoping that you, the pillar of the community, could help with your big words in your name.
Yes, big words in my name. I shall help search. If he is hiding under a bush, I will find that bush, and I will rain stones upon it, and he shall move from bush.
Taco nods. Like, yes, of course. Rain stones upon it. Yes, I'm all for this. Yes, stones upon my child. We shall find my child. Yes.
No, stones upon bush, child move.
Child move. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
We don't kill children. What's wrong with you? Starts moving. Clearly, it's the only way to deal with a bush covering a child. Clearly.
We cut to the clan fire with Alistair sitting there next to it was the elder Goop Goop, whose Goop Goop's son, Goop Gab, approaches and whispers something into Goop Goop's ear, and Goop Goop nods along. Oh dear. It seems that my son's daughter has gone missing. Yes. Alistair,
It is
I
very
hate to ask you
disturbing.
a favor. I hate to ask you this, but could you help my son find his daughter, Wodai?
Do you know where she went missing?
Goop Gab whispers something again to Goop Goop. You get the impression that Goop Gab is a fairly shy individual. They're not built like a pillar of the community such as Azra. They seem more like a individual who stays behind making maps all day. Goop Goop nods, informs you that the last anyone saw Wodai was wandering near the bushes, just a few hundred feet away from the raiding plains.
Is that
A-
outside the village?
It is outside the tribe. One of the scouts from one of the hunting parties had seen Wodai through the bushes heading towards the raiding plains. If you were to help my son find his daughter, we would be grateful. All of us. And Goop Goop raises his hands to the tribe. Please.
Could you suggest any other travelers that perhaps Azra, but
Perhaps. And Goop Goop looks over at the Spellskin, who is surrounded by orcs, trading various materials, some stones here, some glass there, a couple feathers. Perhaps they'd be able to help you.
To note, who has gone before has a purplish tinge to his skin, alongside all the tattoos he's covered in, and so he's multicolored in many ways. But definitely a human, although humans shouldn't be purple. I don't think it's well known that he's a half-ooze to a lot of people.
very well. I'll see if I can't form a little search party. Get out there and look.
And Goop Goop thanks you with a simple, curt nod. And who has gone before? You're in the middle of a deal with a stonesmith when you see overhead a flock of longwings. Could you please give me a nature check?
I can do that.
And Dubtalk, could you give me a nature check as well?
Okay, I can do that.
12.
I got 11.
As the long wings fly overhead, it dawns on both of you, almost at the same time. Long wings, while usually a great omen, have been known to snatch up children.
Oh no.
Well, that's not
And
good.
Dubtalk, you connect the dots fairly quickly. You scared a child and they ran off into nature, into the woods, which is effectively your domain as a druid.
Yep.
If those children don't come back, the last thing a lot of these people saw was you scaring a child who disappeared mysteriously. Whether you care for this tribe or not, if those children don't come back,
They're gonna run me out.
they're going to try and kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of mumbles to himself. Okay. And I will. Am I around this tribal fire?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you choose to be.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and I'm going to tell him I volunteer to look for your son.
Goop Gab. So, like, Goop Goop nods, or who are you volunteering to, more specifically?
To finding the kid that I scared.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
as you come walking over, I probably approach you and say, "You are a druid, are you not?"
Yeah.
I believe I could use your help looking for a lost child in the.
Was he holding sticks?
I'm unaware, and it's a she, right?
There are a lot of children who went missing. There's Wadai, who is a girl. There is Taka, who is a spry young lad. And then there's Utad, and additionally, Ulkan and Desej, who many of the tribe members are muttering about going missing. A couple of them are forming their own search parties and proceed to go in the wrong direction. Most of them.
I'll try to coordinate search efforts before people scatter and get useless. With like a persuasion check or something.
Yeah. A persuasion check. Yeah, charisma persuasion.
Yeah,
Go for it.
leadership doesn't seem to be a skill in this. So.
Wow.
Only got a 10. Oh well. They go off in
Most of
whatever
the
direction.
people you try coordinate, like most of those people, there's like a group of 3 hunters, and they're all big beefy dudes, right? They're just like, thank you, but I think we know what we're doing. And then they proceed to go the wrong direction. There's
after
a
seeing-
Let
after
me
seeing the-
mansplain to you how this is the right direction.
right, they're all telling each other like, yeah, they went this way. Yeah, I think I saw one. Yeah, those are tiny footprints. Yeah.
So
Points to like a
what-
dog's footprints. Yeah, they went this way.
So what? I get a little companion for my, I think, background. It was
As a seer Phalite.
yeah. I was hoping I could use. Yeah, I was hoping to kind of use that. And when I'm, sorry, go on.
Are you referring to a piece of amber containing a tiny fiend or celestial, or?
Oh, I thought we could use that right now. Okay, never mind then. Yes, I was talking about that. Never mind then. Wow.
After seeing the long wings and realizing what they were, I'll ask Chula, my second in command, to take over negotiations, and I'll return. I need to speak with the elders. And as I walk up, I see what Alistair is doing, and who has gone before, walks up to the storyteller he doesn't know. I'm assuming that you're trying to coordinate the search for.
There
something?
seem to have been a few children that have gone missing.
Yes. We have seen the long wings. There's so many in the sky. They have taken children before. We know this. And we would like to assist as much as possible.
Well, let's see if we can catch the barbarian just in case, or the pillar, just in case there's trouble.
Yes, Azra is a friend of mine. I will go speak with him.
Very well. We'll meet you at the north gate.
North Gate, yes. Azra!
I feel
Only
like
time the spells can ever friendly to anybody is Azra, so.
so I feel like the man asked Astra on his own to walk off, go search for the kids. So the hunters went in one direction, Astra went in another direction, and the kid is going in a third direction. So you find him like doing slow circles, like an ever expanding like circle outside the village. He hasn't gotten too far yet, so he's probably just within eyesight. So he's like, yes, tidy heartfelt man, yes. What can I do for you?
Yes, Astra, I have come to you because there's a coordinated effort to find missing children. The Longwings have come and may have taken them. I have seen them. The storyteller is seeking the correct people. He has found a druid to help him, I believe, track these children in the wilderness. And I knew that you would be the best person to come with us, as you are the pillar of the community.
I mean, you are correct in that stance. Which way do the wings go?
We shall meet at the North Gate. Come with me. I will walk with you there.
Ah, yes, the North Gate. Great idea I had. Let's go.
That way.
He continues to walk south. Oh shit. Yes.
The north is that way, yes.
Wait, we're going to the North Gate?
North Gate, which is in the north.
But that's not the North Gate? He points us out.
No, that's the South Gate. It's okay, Ozan. That's why you come with us. We help you. And you help us. You are good at smashing things, and I'm sure that we'll need your help smashing things.
Yes, I am very good as a pillar of community. The only person you'll need in the search effort. Let's go.
Yeah. So the four of you meet at the North Gate, which is more two stacks of rocks built on top of a footpath.
It works.
Right, so it's a marking point for where the tribe ends and the wilderness begins.
The last anyone saw the kids, they were running off that way. I'll point.
You point
Not a
in
moment to
the
lose
direction.
then. Let us go.
Should speak with our tracker, and I the druid.
Are there any sort of dogs around? Any domesticated dogs, or is this too early?
The ape clan is mostly humans, and humans are known for their taming of animals. So there are a couple of domesticated wild dogs, a couple domesticated wolves.
Could I use my animal handling to see if we can sniff some of them out, like a piece of, get a hold of their scent?
Yeah. The issue is that no one's going to trust you with dogs as a druid.
Good point.
They
Don't
might
trust
trust
Alistair,
me,
though.
the human storyteller, though.
Would trust the human storyteller who plays the drums good, and they'd trust Azra, who has gone before. Is kind of iffy.
I vouch for who has gone before. He good man. Small, tiny, frail, but good.
It's a good idea to use tracking animals. Let's see if I know the guy that owns the best tracking hound in town. We'll see if he will either help us or let me borrow the dog.
Storytellers using weird words like town.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Town.
Oh, co.
Hold on. Let me
Town.
replace that.
A new word has been invented.
Best story.
today.
Best story. Best tracker in the
The tribe.
The tracker's name
camp.
is the tracker's name is In Town. In Town.
In town. That's his name.
In town. Yeah.
Down.
Yeah. He who has the best hunting dog in town. Yeah.
In town.
They simply misheard you. Yes. So you go to into town.
Well, things I speak become true, right? So.
Oh yeah.
Much like Cthulhu. If you dream it, it will happen.
Careful what you wish for.
Go up to In-Town, who is a gruff humanoid being who has a very large beard and a very large cloak to match. And he looks up at you. Alistair.
In town.
Good to see you.
It's been a while. You haven't made it to the stories lately. Some children have gone missing. I was wondering if you might be able to come along and help the search or loan us an animal.
I would like everyone to roll perception checks, just real quick. Everyone present at this meeting.
It's a 19.
Strong 12. Strong 12.
Big sharp 11.
There we go.
All right. So Alistair and Dubtalk, you notice when Alistair says that Into-Town should join you on this quest, you hear a whispering coming from Into-Town's general stomach region, and Into-Town just goes, shh, before continuing and saying, no, I must stay here. You can take my hounds.
I'll call them over. With a 25 in animal handling.
Yeah, so you, the human you are, whistle, and all 9 + 1 animals rush over to you.
One of them's just like, I want to come too.
There's no number greater than 9, sadly, so it's 9 and 1 more.
All right.
Yeah, there's no number after 9.
Comes after 9. Well,
It has been outlawed. it is 1 again, and the cycle begins in it. Yeah, you have a pack of hunting hounds. You can fairly easily get one of the toys of one of these children and have them sniff it to lead the way.
Are we leaving now?
Following the
I think
dogs.
so.
All right, let's go.
Right. Off you go. Past the north gate and into the woods.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
The wilderness.
The very first thing that you encounter are a handful of longwings. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, all right then.
Getting right into it.
All right, there we go. 22. I rolled a 20 on my initiative. Well, all things to get.
Got a 19.
I don't know what is one of my initiatives lately. 3.
So, who has come before? You are the first to go as these 2 longwings buzz nearby. They notice you as they turn and watch. They are effectively in the way of the hounds, and the hounds are rightfully scared of these medium insects.
They're rather large. Okay, that's not good.
They
So
are the size of people.
Yeah, okay. I will stop using Alistair as somewhat of a cover because he's bigger than I am in front of me, more than likely. I will speak a word that no one understands. The stylized flaming spiral on my right shoulder begins to light up and rolls down my arm and ejects fire from my hand at one of the creatures. Firebolt. Oh, roll a hit. And bad roll.
Yeah, that misses.
But it gets their attention.
And Alistair, you're up next.
All right. Where is... I don't think I put in a regular weapon attack yesterday. I think I forgot to do that. You can do dex to hit with a finesse weapon, yes.
Correct.
Indeed, you can.
All right. So yeah, with a +2 from proficiency, that'd be 12, which I don't think will hit. Maybe it will. Just trying to swing a blade, a sword, wooden sword at it.
In case you're swinging your sword at it. Looks like he had to step away briefly.
And Dubtalk, you're next. And yeah, you
Sorry,
did
Mickey.
miss.
Okay,
That's what
and then
My wife just got home. I apologize.
as a bonus action on my turn, I'll give a bardic inspiration to Azra. So you get a d6 that you can roll on any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw you make in the next turn.
Yes. I have a D6 I can roll on attack rolls.
Did that not hit?
The 12?
12?
No, I don't think it did.
Okay. I am going to use one of my cantrips called... It's new, actually.
Because they're not
Form
called
weapon.
cantrips.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up some grass, and in my hand it's going to harden and it's going to lengthen. It's going to turn into like this grass whip.
Nice.
And I'm just going to whoosh, and try to pull one down if they're flying. Are they flying?
They're flying within melee attacking range for now.
Okay.
After this round, they will be flying slightly out of reach for most melee attacks.
Gotcha. How do you want me to do the whole whip thing? How do you want me to roll that?
Roll either a strength or a dexterity attack roll.
Okay.
And I believe this cantrip automatically makes you proficient in whatever weapon
Correct.
you make. Yeah?
Yes.
So add your dex or strength modifier and add 2 for your proficiency.
So which number do we...
The one on the left would be if you had no advantage. The second roll is for advantage or disadvantage. So.
Oh, then I got a 20.
You got a 7 or a 25.
Yeah.
But yeah, 7. Sadly.
Let's okay. So
He's
it'd be this number. Okay, so yeah, 7. Yeah, 7. That doesn't hit probably.
A 10 if you do a dexterity attack with it. but no, sadly it does not hit.
Gotcha.
And before Azra can go with an initiative of 3, these long wings have a chance to strike.
Yes, they must come at me before I hit them. It would not be fair if I went first. Truly.
So one of the long wings sort of charges at, oddly enough, Dubtalk, feeling compelled by some force to attack that which controls nature. Does a 12 hit Dubtalk? Does a 12 go over your armor class, your AC?
My AC is a 13.
All right, so the first one swoops by, trying to scratch at you with these strange pincers and little legs before flying off. If you'd like, you can make an opportunity attack.
I can
So
do that.
another attack of your whip.
Yeah, I could.
Rip it.
Oh, we did the form weapon wrong. That's a bonus action.
Bonus action
you
you can
used
do
it
in
as a
addition
bonus
to your
action.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was
You
used right.
bonus action, then you attack with it, right?
Yep.
So you
Or
use
is it-
action?
Well, you're
I can
getting
just
your
make
attack of
it.
opportunity now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I
will attack.
Yeah, roll dex.
Take the
Yep. I'll attack.
And then
probably
add 2
still
to
have
the
the-
left number.
So roll dex. Boom. $15.
Hey, all
I
right.
should hit it.
That
Um,
hits, so please roll a d4 and add 3 to it for the damage.
D4. 1, so 3. 3 damage.
4.
Yeah,
So-
4. Sorry.
Yeah, it's plus 3, right?
I
The
can
rest
do
of this child rescuing party sees Dubtac swat at this long wing and clip one of its wings as it starts wavering through the air, trying to escape. The other long wing goes straight for one of these 9+1 hounds, tries to take it away into the air to have as a snack later.
Well, that is just cruel. Why would you do that?
It is hungry.
Damn bird.
The damn bird.
He's not wrong. Not right. He's not wrong.
The hound gets lifted maybe a foot off the air before wiggling free and scampering to the back of the pack, terrified of these long wings. And now it is Asra's turn.
Finally, last and greatest of us all.
Now,
Well,
the
there was
long
a-
wings are not in traditional melee range, but you're not necessarily a traditional melee fighter, are you?
No, I'm not. So I'm going to take this giant rock attached to a stick. And he made it himself. He's very proud of this rock attached to a stick. And he's just going to like do that shot put thing where he turns around 3 times and just two-handed hurls this rock up in the air. And he is going to...
Really hope he like botches this roll for some reason.
Roll a
Just the
strength
first
check
one.
for it. Yeah.
I hope
First
so
one.
too, honestly. So I will be raging for this. And I will reckless attack because
why
that's the
not?
thing barbarians do at first level. So why not? Yeah. So I'm gonna roll advantage. Take the higher of the two rolls, which is 12, and I believe that's already plus all my stuff.
Not the
Yes.
rage bonus. If
Doesn't have
rage
the rage
has
bonus.
anything, it doesn't have the rage bonus.
Rage at first level doesn't apply to
To hit.
ranged attacks.
Okay.
Once he hits third
Oh,
level,
okay.
it'll apply to ranged attacks
Okay.
with the far hitter success.
So that's a strong 7
Oh,
plus.
you can use your
3.
D6.
You
And
gotta
I
add
get a
D6.
D6 to it,
D6.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
am not
bardic
gonna D6.
inspiration. You can use your
You're
bardic
right, I almost-
inspiration.
I almost forgot the bardic inspiration I'm going to only use for attack rolls. 13.
You barely
Nice.
hit. Please roll 1d10 for damage.
Got him.
That's what it's for.
All right. So Hammerstone plus 5. I think you said the rage doesn't pertain
Does
to
not
this.
apply to
so
ranged
this is just
attacks.
going to be
at
a
your level.
4 damage right now. 4 damage.
6.
That's a 6.
How do you get to 4?
I believe I added
It's-
my range or my rage into
No,
these
no,
calculations.
that's 6
that I did.
damage.
No, you rolled a D10 plus 3 strength and got a 6.
So,
Okay.
Azra, you chuck your
did it right then.
hammerstone directly into that wavering long wing, and it splatters into a million pieces and falls to the ground. Now,
There's
Your
meat for tonight,
Hammerstone.
boys.
your hammerstone also flies another 60 feet into the thicket.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna have to find that. Hey, Druid, can you like go grab that for me?
Why? This is way too heavy for me.
Send one of the dogs to fetch it.
Send a dog to fetch this 36-pound stone.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
ain't happening.
Oh,
All right. Well, that is. I'm gonna use my movement because I haven't moved yet. So I'm gonna use my movement to go chase down my rock out of stick,
Which is covered in slime.
which now is covered in gore and good meat stuff that you can barbecue later. It's gonna be great.
it'd be delicious. Totally. Yeah. Azra, because you are a leatherwing saurian, do you want to fly over and get your stone?
What is
Or
my
are you
fly
walking?
speed?
I want to say
That
it's
is
like
a good
50
question.
feet.
But yeah, I'll be able to get there
Hmm.
and do other stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna like flex and kind of like really stretch out my arms and just jump into the air and one gigantic flap and he just like dives 50 feet. Like he gets 10 feet up and then he just immediately like dives into the 50 foot distance he can maneuver fly speed. So he's gonna hit the ground very quickly.
Azra, could you please flip a coin for me? Roll a 1d2.
Oh,
no.
absolutely. All right, how about D6 odds evens?
Yeah.
I would like evens, please. It's odd.
All right. So, you flap your wings and fly directly into some fog. We will come back to you shortly.
Well done.
Who has gone before? It is
no.
your turn, and
my
Azra
cover-
just kind of flung himself into some fog in the distance.
My cover is gone.
Hmm.
And the other one isn't injured at all.
The other one is not injured, and it is eyeing down one of your hounds to try and take it away as a midday snack.
I'll utter another I'll utter another strange word, and kneel down and point my fingers at the last one is flying and cast magic missile as the dart flies from the tattoo off my fingers and hits it automatically. Pray for
Roll
spell
that
save
damage.
automatically.
It
Not a
hits
lot of damage,
automatically.
but not a lot of damage, but it'll work. All right, a whopping 3 points of damage. That's all off my list for the day.
So you hit it in a couple of its little limbs, its many legs, and it lets out a sort of zzz noise as it tries to flutter and dodge the magic missiles. It's then Alistair's turn. This long wing is about maybe 10, 15 feet in the air.
I'm gonna take out my set the sword aside, take out my drum, and just hit like this giant bass note and like whisper something dissonant to it. And use dissonant whispers. Come over here and I click that. Right? Where do I click? Why is this not rolling? Do I double click? What do I do?
That would.
Oh,
for
I know what's
dissonant
happening.
Whispers, that's.
There we go.
Yeah.
It needs to make a DC 12 wisdom save, or half damage. 7 would be 7, since it made that save.
So how much damage?
It takes 7 psychic.
Even as it saves, it cannot handle your harsh truths and dissonant whispers, and its head explodes.
What do you say to make this like, I'm curious. How do you make his head explode?
It's not a word. It's like it's like a throat-based noise that goes against the vibration of the drum.
Ah.
Is how
So
I
it's like
explain it.
It's throat singing?
No, it's like beatboxing, like a
Oh, okay.
right.
And it's just
Oh,
like,
yeah, you beatboxed it to death.
Yep.
power of the vibrations has struck this bird down.
And
Where is Ozra anyway?
In the fog.
that's a good question. Azra, we just cut
Chasing
back to
his
you for
stone.
half a second as you get flung into the fog. You find your hammerstone, but then you also find another 3 long wings.
Oh no.
They all attack you as you have essentially
You
come
do
into their
need-
den.
Yes, you need more than one to entertain me. Oh god.
Oh,
Natural 20.
what's your AC?
2 of those hit. Just automatically.
All of those d20s got a +5.
Oh God.
So they all hit.
They all hit. Oh,
It's fine. Bring it at me. I'm still raging.
He'll pass out later.
Yeah, I'll die later. It'll be fine. Maybe. Depending on what the nat 20 is.
so total damage rolled right there for all to see.
Oh, 24. Okay. You wanna bring
And
that down?
because you're raging, it gets split in half for
Yep.
having resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. So you take 12 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Still alive. Still
Alive.
Still alive.
I'm still alive.
And you're in
Ah.
thick fog.
And I'm in thick fog. Okay.
Do you let out any noise as you get munched on by long wings?
I don't think it's a traditional scream because Ozra's just, he wouldn't allow himself to do this, but he definitely is one of the wings. Like they try and like rip and tear at him. He grabs one by the throat and goes, "I will not die today."
Oh,
might
there
die
he
to-
is.
He might die today, but he's gonna yell. It's a very distinct chance that he will die today.
Ah,
Do I get an intimidation? Oh, like I'm throwing everything at you now because I don't want to die. But do I get an intimidation roll because I'm bloody and I'm yelling at this thing?
because you are basically a dinosaur person, I will let you roll an intimidation on your turn.
Excellent.
But
Thank
we go
you.
to Dub Talk.
Okay. Do
Just
I
saw
see?
Ozra fly into the fog and then scream that he will not die today.
I'm out.
As you say that, you then hear the screams of children coming from another direction.
Oh no, that's not fair.
And then you hear more screams from the same direction Azra went.
Save our new friend, save the children. Save our new friend, save the children.
There are potentially children all throughout these woods.
He'll do his best to find he's going to concentrate on the children. All right, but he's not going to go into the fog. He doesn't care if there's children. The fog he won't go into. But the places where the fog isn't, he's going to follow the voices of the children to make sure he can get out.
All right.
Oh, because I don't want to be that guy. If it matters, I recklessly attacked the turn before. So you get to roll again for at least 2 of those that matter.
I'm not going to, but we'll keep it in mind next time.
I'm just saying. You could one-shot me right here.
Considering no one has Spare the Dying. No. A little bit of mercy. First session, 30 minutes in.
Already, man.
Oh, I'm down to 2 strong hit points, baby.
Yeah. But we then go to Azra, who's in the fog. Attacked by Longwings.
Azra doesn't know the meaning of the word stop, you're going to die.
Yeah, you're a barbarian. That's part of your lexicon.
So he's definitely took damage, so he's still raging. And then he's just gonna hopefully grab one of these things by the neck, and he does get an intimidation roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make high 19.
All right.
Because you are a pillar of the community.
Like I know we're fudging all of this, but like I would be scared of a man who just took 75% of his life points and still was like grabbing me by the neck, going, "I'm going to kill you."
You please roll a unarmed attack roll for grabbing by the neck. Quote unquote.
Okay, I can do that.
By the thorax.
By the thorax.
16.
Yeah, okay. You deal 4 damage to this Longwing as you grab it and crush. You have it grappled.
Let me use it as a shield, hopefully get half cover.
It's a nice improvised weapon. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you can throw small
damage
creatures, right? That's
using
your whole
medium
thing. It's a creature. You can throw it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who has gone
Oh,
before?
Oh crap! Oh well, I know where my friend is. That's good. So I will race over to the fog cloud to find him fighting 3 of those things. Well, 2 of those things. He has 1 in his hand.
Please roll a perception check as you enter the fog.
All right, can do. Ooh, okay, not too bad. 18.
Okay, yeah, you do see him in the fog fighting those Longwings. You see the moment that he grabs one and crushes.
Okay, he's fine.
You do
fine.
also see that he has large chomp marks in his arm, his wing.
He'll be fine later.
And
He'll be fine later.
yeah, he'll be fine later
Oh man.
once you get him to the shaman.
And there are 2 of them, right?
There
He's
are
not holding-
3.
There are
He's
3
holding one of them.
Okay, so 2 that are still active. All right, I am going to, yeah. I will reach out with my right foot and kick up into the air the image of the sleeping toe and cast sleep at the 2 creatures.
Okay, so before you do that,
Mhm.
sleep is an AoE spell.
Yeah.
I am confident you will put all 4 of them to sleep, but you do not get to choose specifically who does or doesn't sleep.
That's fine. I'm really going to aim at the 2 of them, but I get it. Yeah.
They are in a circle.
I'm putting the effect on the 2 of them if I can help it. If it's all 4 of them, okay.
Oh, like one of those sort of like leave them out of the AoE. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to put up my
Yeah.
friend. He's in enough trouble as it is. I don't want to make it worse for him because he won't forget that ever. Because he doesn't just fall in the middle of battle. He'll blame me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't actually think he would. I think he'd just be like, I lost a lot of blood. I'm gonna fall asleep
Yeah,
now.
Key, have you been paying
That's
attention to chat? Spank my Betty
I have
redeemed
not.
Study the Forbidden Tome for Dino Guy. I don't
okay.
know what this means.
I think it's a lesser version of release.
It's
something.
one of the. It's a random bad thing happens, specifically to me at this point.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
As
so I
if
guess he
things
thinks we
couldn't
could
possibly get worse, Azra, please lose 1 hit point as a tiny arrow hits you
Oh no!
in the shoulder.
I'm gonna say Azra's a band, and that was 2 points reduced to 1. Okay.
Okay, here comes the.
And
sleep
a new
dice.
enemy has entered this combat.
I wonder what enemy this is.
Okay, so there's 21 hit points of sleep.
Yeah, those 2 R's are down.
Okay, worth it.
They fall to the ground with a soft thud. Alistair, you see Azra and who has gone before rush into some fog in the distance. And you see Dubtalk go a completely different direction as children are screaming in the distance.
So he ran
From
towards
both
the children's
directions.
scream.
There are screams coming from both directions. It's just one is filled with fog and one is not.
Is Azra grounded or is he still in the air?
Azra is currently in the fog. If you'd like to take a look, please roll a perception check.
If I can't see him entirely, then I'm gonna assume that they'll yell for help if they need it and go off chasing towards the kids.
Children.
I liked the idea of the grass whip, and I also took the form weapon cantrip, so I will bonus action up myself a whip similar to the druids and go chasing beside them towards the screaming children.
Right.
I'll try
Alistair
calling out the
and
names of some of the kids I know that are missing. See it.
So you call out the names and there's no response quite yet that you can hear. As the 2 of you enter this new area, you see as you are walking, it is a clearing, and then suddenly the earth shakes as the ground you're on lowers and the ground in front of you rises. There is now a cliff face in front of you as nature has changed before your eyes. It is difficult terrain. And 2 long wings fly in from the woods, hearing the sounds of prey walking through their section of the woods. And we go to...
He will curse under his breath. And he goes the other way. Trying to avoid... He's going to actually... Can he just follow the crack?
It will take you a turn to walk around this cliff face. Essentially get to where perhaps the land kind of evens out.
I still hear children
There's
scream?
still sounds of children screaming from beyond the cliff face.
Oh. Let me check something real quick. Could I possibly do a intelligence or a perception check to see if these are human voices?
You can roll a...
Nature?
You could roll either a perception or a insight.
Oh, wow. Cool. 14.
14. So these are human voices. But they are speaking a strange language as you get closer. This isn't stone speech. This isn't common. And it's certainly not human. But it's intelligible language, as far as you can tell.
I am going to try to follow it more.
Right. And you continue walking. All right. Insects. The longwing in the clutches of Azra tries to break free. Azra, please roll a... Never mind, that's a 1. Don't even bother. I know you have high strength.
I mean, I could roll a natural 1
You
though,
could.
so let's find out.
Good.
Let's do the thing here. Strength check, saving throw. So saving throws are just a check.
It's a check. Even with a nat 1, you're gonna have strength added to it. So, yeah. The longwing pushes against you, trying to free itself, and is unsuccessful. For Alistair, who has been left alone with these two longwings, does a 17 hit. Alistair.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That'll do it. You take 6 piercing damage.
Ow.
As it whizzes by and gives you a munch and attempts to fly away. If you'd like to make an attack of opportunity on either of these long wings that flew by to try and bite you, you may.
I will. We were just going with a generic dex, right?
Dex.
And then add
another 2 for
proficiency. Yeah. So, nope. That's a 10.
Wrap back up to who has... we go to Azra.
Yeah, I'm last.
You have this long wing in your clutches.
Just been shot by an arrow. I'm going to find the nearest tree and drag this long wing to it and hopefully try and get like 3/4 to full cover. And then just smash this bee with my hammer that I have in my other hand.
Yeah, roll an attack. And you do have cover. I'm gonna say you roll it with
recklessly.
advantage. Yeah.
I did
Reckless
do that.
attack or not.
'Cause
you
why
have it
not?
grappled.
Why wouldn't you?
So you can roll the damage if you'd like to see the big numbers, but you most definitely do kill this long wing.
And I'm just holding the body in front of me as a shield. It's like splat, grab it by the neck. Okay, don't shoot me now.
And who has gone before? You see Azra rush through the fog, and then you hear a splatter noise.
Okay, that doesn't sound like him being splattered. I don't see where the arrow came from, right?
You don't see the exact origin point of it through the fog, but you did see the arrow fly.
I am going to keep up with Azra so we don't lose sight of each other, and find cover with him. And then use it to build anything? Probably not. As I get behind the cover he's in, I will I use mold earth to dig a 5-foot trench on the other side of the tree, or to the next tree, so that can be hidden next round.
Yeah.
5-foot cube of earth. Just toss it in the direction where the arrow came, and extra cover for later, for next round. Then I'm good to go.
And Next is Alistair. These long wings are flying, buzzing around your head as Dubtalk tries to walk around this cliff face that is formed in front of you. What do you do?
I'm gonna cure wounds myself. And heal for 5. And then give a bardic inspiration by shouting for help to Dubtalk.
Which lead us straight to Dubtalk. Alistair is yelling for help, and you feel possibly inspired to help with that bardic inspiration.
He looks over to the screaming children and then looks back and he's like, oh, I hope they don't kill me. And runs back. Runs back to Alistair to take on the 2.
Yeah, you can make an attack roll.
I can? Okay. I'm going to use form weapon. And are they, you said they're flying, right?
They're flying about 10 feet in the air.
Okay. I'm going to use form weapon. I'm going to pick up a rock and it's going to form into like a really sharp knife, like kind of like throwing knives, like a whole bunch of them. And I'm just going to start chucking knives at them.
Roll a dex attack, yeah.
Dex. Come on. 7.
The stone knife flies between the long wings as they buzz around
And it's
and move in them.
plus proficiency, correct?
It's plus proficiency, so that's
Okay.
a 9.
So
You
it's
do
a
have
9.
bardic inspiration if you'd like to
Yeah,
use
you
that
could-
d6.
A D6 if you got a 6, you or like 4 or better, you hit it. So yeah, it's worth it.
I'll do it. 6.
Nice.
The knife flies by, bounces off of a branch of a tree, and then flies back and lands in one of the long wings. Please roll 1d4 for damage.
You will never do that again in the history of your life.
4. I got a 1.
So you deal 4 damage to that long wing.
But it's on the ground now.
He has a point.
The long wings there attack at 1 to Alistair, 1 to Dubtalk.
You're really good at killing people.
Alistair takes 6 piercing damage,
Oh man.
and Dubtalk takes 7.
Alright.
That's I recognize that look. That's the DM. Have I killed my characters on the first episode? Look.
By the way, you said that was 11?
11.
For the hit on one of them, correct?
16 to hit.
On
Those
the
are very low
creature.
CR creatures. I didn't expect this.
Oh, no. No, I meant
Just
like their roll. You said that, was it 111?
It's 11 plus 5.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
16,
Mine
yeah.
then. And yes, I have 1 health point.
Well, you and I, we are in tight. We are what is that? We are in good. We are
Very-
good company. 1 health point club, baby.
We'll be okay.
We'll be fine.
And-
Everything's fine.
For Azra, and who has gone before, another dart-like projectile flies through the air. It's got little feathers on the end. It's very
Is
peculiar.
this?
Do I recognize the markings on the feathers?
Roll a quick history check.
I can do that.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
Only an 11.
You do not recognize the markings on the feather exactly, but you do recognize that these strange sticks are often used by gnomes.
Oh, crap, gnomes. I'll say it out loud. Ah, crap, gnomes.
And
Trust my
Azra,
motherfuckers.
it is your turn.
Do I see this person?
We need to retreat.
Roll a perception check real quick.
Don't you have another dinosaur to kill, though?
That's a 5.
You do not see the gnome in the fog. The other two long wings snore
Okay.
There, I just put them
insectly.
to sleep.
They were put to sleep.
Uh,
I'm sure if you rushed forward, you might be able to see this gnome in the fog.
you know what? Ozra's dumb. He would do it. Trying to think of calculating ways that can pull him out of the fog while staying in cover and not dying. Fuck it. 1 health point. Ozra's a barbarian, baby. Let's do this. Alright, so he's gonna rush forward.
We need to retreat.
Right.
Well, okay, not that way, but
You-
we're retreating, I guess.
Azra, you rush forward a solid 30 feet, and you see the gnome with a strange staff. He's holding it sideways, and it's got a cross section to it, almost like it's a weird pickaxe. And he
Might
looks
be
up
with
at
the
you.
creature.
Dumbfounded. All that strategic planning in his head of trying to get around your cover, and you're just there, right in his face. He's shocked for a second, and then afraid of the Saurian barbarian standing right in front of him. If you'd like to roll an attack, you may.
Squish!
Little man. This was a bad decision.
In many ways.
And John as a character doesn't know if rush again was a bad decision or
Well, it probably
okay.
was.
Probably was. We're fine. Everything's fine. Attack recklessly. I'm
Technically, a
hitting
charge.
this guy.
Yeah.
It's a charge. Okay, alright.
Squash the bug.
Squash him like a bug.
Oh,
That's a nat 20.
Oh my
Please
god.
roll 2d10 for damage on this critical strike against this poor gnome.
Oh, poor
That's a
kid.
10.
That's a
Plus 3.
+3.
Plus 2
And
for rage.
Raging +2.
Oh god.
You, in one fell swoop, cause this gnome to join the 1 health point club
I would run.
as you smack the mask off of this gnome's face. Little like this. It's the mask of a bear. You just smacked it off of his face.
Oh, fuck them. Those are the bees guys. These are the bee guys. Fuck them.
The bee guys.
That's exactly what he's
Which-
thinking. Fucking bees. Goddamn bees.
Which leads us to who has gone before, back at the top of the initiative.
Well, crap.
You
He
s-
just charged up from the fog without me. I have to follow him now. I'm gonna pull the spider mask down because I'm gonna use it. And as I get to where he is, I'll see the gnome. I'm guessing who's looking stunned at him. Makes the crap beat out of him, and I will hit him with the mask's abilities. So I will throw webs all over him. This will be fun. How does that work?
So this is one of the wonderful magic items found in this game, the spider mask.
All right. Make a ranged weapon attack against a creature you can see within 30 feet. Attack is +5 to hit. All right. So just roll a d20 +5. On a hit, you're restrained with weapon. Okay. Not +5. Can't type for crap. $15. Pretty sure I hit him. Yes.
A 15, yeah, that does hit. and he fails his strength saving throw.
All right. So
He is restrained by these webs.
excellent. Well, that worked out. Don't die this round. That's my action. Can't get a bonus action, so we're good to go. Next action, I'll be taking his stuff away from him.
I mean, see, we technically don't know if we're dead or if I'm dead this round, because he can still attack while restrained. He just does it at disadvantage.
That's okay. Next round, I'll just set him on fire.
This is gonna be great. I am loving this. All right, sorry.
Back over to our other two who are in severe danger.
We're in danger. That sleep spell's been clutch though. Holy crap.
I did save our butts for a round.
Oh yeah. Like it lasts a minute, right?
Oh, okay.
Sleep?
It'll last long enough for you guys to get out of there, and they'll just be stuck in the fog.
Oh no. Osra, if he's sleeping, if these things are sleeping, he's not gonna let them get away alive.
And let's wait till we're done here.
Wait till we're done with the gnome.
So, if the use of the spider mask is the only thing who has gone before would like to do on this
That's all I
turn,
can do.
we'll
I ran forward, used my action to do that. So that's all I can do. So we're good.
go to Alistair, who is fighting two long wings alongside Dubnock.
I'm
Top
going
the
to Dissonant Whispers. So I'm going to use the raw magic feature for the chanter to take an exhaustion level to give me an extra spell per day on first level spell. And Dissonant Whisper again at the uninjured one attacking us.
It is a optional rule of the setting for chanters, spell skins, and other arcane classes like the sorcerer and warlock to take exhaustion levels instead of spell slots. Yeah.
DC 12 wisdom save, 8 or half. Makes the save.
If they fail, one of them fails the Dissonant Whispers.
It's only one, I think. Is it multiple? I think it's only one person.
Yeah.
Single target. Yeah. It was the uninjured one that I wanted to hit. Yeah, one creature.
So roll that damage.
Yeah, 8.
8 damage. So you let out another dissonant note, and you can see parts of the Longwing's exoskeleton crack around its head as it begins flying haphazardly. Dubtuck.
I'm going to use a first level spell. I'm going to use Fog Cloud. And I'm going to try to see if I can get these creatures at disadvantage. So and it lasts for an hour. So what do I have to roll for this?
I believe for
Probably
Fog
nothing.
Cloud it just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's casting time is one action, so and it lasts for around 1 hour. And then I would like to use my bonus action because my throwing knives are gone. And I'm going to pick up a vine, like I'd say like a 5-foot vine. And it's going to be like double-edged and basically use it as a sword. And then I'm done.
Awesome. And we come to the Longwings. who attempt to attack in the fog. Neither
That's
of them hit.
That's a really good
That-
fog cloud.
Oh yeah,
That was looking at a natural 20. Wow,
and a nat 1 at the same roll. Ooh,
that's
hate to
rough.
see. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
One of them,
You like to see it on you. It's on anybody else. You're not really worried about it. So.
one of the long wings crashes into the ground right next to you, Dubtok, for your next turn.
I'm going to use that attack of opportunity to try to kill it.
Yeah. As it whizzes by your head.
I believe you do have advantage on
Yeah.
this because it's on the ground. If you're melee attack,
19. That hits.
You don't even have to roll damage for these.
Okay.
These long wings are slaughtered in this cloud of fog. And the gnome tries to escape these webs that he finds himself in.
hell yes,
Cannot
he
break
didn't.
three.
He didn't
Cannot
try
break free of these
attacking.
webs.
He didn't try attacking. That's a win, boys.
Yeah. And we go back up to who has gone before.
Nope, that's me.
No, Audra gets to go.
Oh, Azra. Yep.
Uh,
Can't forget about the pillar of the community.
don't ever. You can't forget about the pillar of the community. It's only a DC 19 check to even hear about the pillar of the community.
Capture him.
I'm gonna roll a d6 on this one. Odds and evens. Evens, I leave them alone. Odds, I'm going to fly 50 feet up and make sure he knows what the meaning of gravity is.
Well, he is sticky. I mean, you may not want to pick him up.
What did I say? Odds or evens? I forget now. I'm just gonna smack him.
Yeah.
I forget. Fuck it.
Dude, that's so barbarian. It's not even funny.
It is.
Head and tails. What did I pick? Whatever.
Fuck it. Yeah, smack him with a hammerstone. Recklessly, obviously, 23 to hit. He's joining the -8 hit point club, and I'm going
Me in
to
the afterlife.
Sure. So
Separate his soul from his body.
Yep.
I'm
He's joining
this,
the king of the dead.
taking this hammer, one hand at the stone, one hand at the bottom, and just like I am swinging, and it's gonna take all the webbing and the roots, everything, and he's gonna grab it up and he's gonna stick to the end of the mallet, and the mallet's gonna come down crashing in the swamp, and that's gonna be the end of this gnome. And then I'm just
Flat.
going to like nonchalantly drag this hammer behind me and walk over to the long wing, the sleeping long wings.
Yeah.
Are we out of initiative?
For now.
That I'm taking my hammer, I'm smashing the long
Oh
wing.
yeah.
This is going to be not basically auto hit, auto crit. Do you want me to roll damage?
You don't have to.
Okay, dead bugs.
They're dead bugs. Bugs are dead.
Then while you're doing that, I'm gonna take a look at this gnome and the thing he was carrying, and see what he has on him, because we're gonna need that, whatever it is.
Right before we go to
yeah.
sorry,
Mm.
we should go to a break.
Oh,
We
good
should.
call, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
So-
before we did that, I wanted to cast Cure Wounds up here. Go,
Yeah,
Okay.
as who has gone before picks up this, what we would know as a crossbow, and Alistair casts Cure Wounds. We will be going to break. Yeah.
I
We'll
cast
be back
this,
for more.
just banish the elder gods.
I would
With a stone.
cast Cure Wounds on myself as well too before this.
Give yourself 3 more. So.
We'll
All right,
be
see
going to
y'all in
break.
10.
Yeah.
Ah, welcome back. Where we last left off, the party almost died to what are essentially carnivorous dragonflies, the size of people.
I mean, really, we found their weakness. Ulster found the weakness. You have to crit them a lot and often.
A lot and often. The shouts and hollers of what are assumedly children in these woods echo over the treetops and under the canopy as the four of you stand in two different locations covered in blood and insect guts.
I have a strange gnome weapon with darts.
It throws sticks very far. It's very strange.
I'll take his stuff and just figure it out later.
Yes.
Sorry. I'll cure wounds for 3 on you, and then why don't you see if you can sneak ahead to where we heard the screams from. I'll see if I can find our friends and maybe send these dogs back home.
Okay. And I pack up and I go. I don't know if I'm the good person for this, but I'll do it anyways.
Please roll a stealth check.
Will do. I would have told him though, before I would have told Alistair, I'm like, I kind of listen to those child voices. They're human. It's almost like some sort of language. Like they're speaking some foreign language that I don't know. I'll go. I'll see what's going on. Fuck. No, 11.
All right. So you march ahead. You pass by some more difficult terrain. First, it's this cliff face that you have to walk around. Then it's a crevice full of jagged rocks that just needs a little bit of maneuvering. Then you come to a higher wall with a crack down the center. You can hear the shouts coming from this crack in the wall. You then hear something growling, maybe 20 feet away from you. And we cut back to Azra and who has gone before.
Wow.
Who has
Somewhere
gone
in the
before is-
distance, I'm yelling for Azra. Azra!
So I'll take the extra, stripping the gnome of his gear and whatever else he had. I'm going to dump the body into the hole I made, and use mold earth to recover that hole because we'll put him to good use. We'll put him back in the earth, and collect Azra, who's covered in insect goo at this point. He's just been bashing him into nothing while they were sleeping.
he's just. And does he hear Alistair?
I'm gonna say yeah, in the distance, between the weird screaming of children.
Oh, Alistair, he needs the pillar of the community. He has asked for me. And he's going to spit blood and cough and just red sprays the ground. He's going to use his hammer as a walking stone, a walking stick, hammer side down, and just go. He's in bad shape. He's really bad shape.
Nothing good. Hour of resting wouldn't help. But sure, let's go find him. We hustle off into the fog, following Alistair's voice. Covered in insect goo, blood, and other fluids. Fantastic.
I would like the three of you to roll me a check of your choice. Any skill check, as long as you can justify it.
Well,
For meeting back up together.
I have investigation, so I'll follow their footprints.
I got a 24 on a performance check to use my loudest, like, theater voice.
Well, there's a 20 on investigation to find him.
Right. So the three of you very easily meet back up where this whole adventure began, this quest.
Where is the druid? Where has he gone?
He, went forward for... You can tell that I'm, like, really fucked up. Really tired. Go, help him. I'll be behind you. And I'll use another, level of exhaustion to cast a Cure Wounds on the Barbarian.
Okay. You are at 3 levels of exhaustion,
Yeah, it's
correct?
Nope,
yes,
nope,
that would make it basically speed quartered, I think. Like
You have disadvantage on all rolls now.
mhm.
First level of exhaustion, it's ability checks, like your performance. Second level, your speed is halved. Third level, you have disadvantage on attack and saving throws.
Okay, well then that earlier performance was a 16, but still good enough.
Still counts.
You heal for 10. That's the upside.
Oh wow, I am feeling much better, thank you. And then like spit a tooth out and like kind of swab the inside of my mouth trying to get the taste of blood out, but it only makes it like now it's blood and mud. And then he's going to pick up his hammer and put it on his shoulder. Are you ready? Who has gone before?
We will go.
I think you're giving the wrong
So-
person exhausted 3 there.
That was me, actually. My bad.
Oh.
I'm fiddling with my setup
Oh.
and roll 20 and beyond. Keeps doing that.
Well, let's
And
just find
the-
our friend and figure out what to do from there.
The 3 of you march. It will take
I insist they go ahead of me.
It will take you 4 turns to get to Dubtok, and where Dubtok is. Who we cut back to. Dubtok, there's something growling in the brush 20 feet away from you.
Do I see its eyes?
You see these little red beady eyes. You see one set, then another. 3 sets of beady eyes.
Hmm.
Each one with a growl to match.
This is gonna be a gutsy move there, Key. Not a character. But I'm gonna get on all 4s, and I'm just going to stare them down. If I'm thinking what I think they are, they're gonna recognize me as Alpha.
Please roll a
Sounds like animal handling.
either animal handling or intimidation, your pick.
Basically,
I would like
whatever's
to,
better, right?
if you allow me, to give him my inspiration that I started with, so you can actually use that to roll advantage.
Sounds good.
Well, will you allow me to do that?
Oh, that is true.
Key?
For this check specifically, I'm gonna have to say no, and you'll see why in a second.
Nope, that's fine.
Okay.
No worries.
Come on, baby. 13.
13. All right. You get on all 4s and growl at them in return. You see their heads pop up. They're tiny little beasties,
Oh,
little
no.
dinosaurs, maybe not even a couple inches long, and they all let out these screams of what almost seems like children, and then scamper away.
He gets up. That just
Glad no
happened.
one saw that.
Oh man.
It is at this moment that
Oh.
Azra and the others
Oh.
hear in the distance as they're like climbing up rock faces and moving past jagged rocks, the screaming of children in unison, and then silence for a split second.
I was going to mention that I can use mold earth to make difficult terrain not difficult terrain anymore, so we can
Lovely.
move that a little faster, but
Yeah.
Turn it
Okay, so
on?
2 turns.
but long enough just to get there at the right moment, not to see it happen, so he's not totally embarrassed.
So am I still hearing these children?
Dub talk, you can hear them through the cave wall, the crack. And more specifically, you hear someone yelling out for Ulcon.
Could I
through that
do
cracking
a...
wall.
Would I know who that god is?
Ulcon is one of the names of the children.
Oh. So they're definitely here. I wouldn't know that they're coming after me. So I would probably... Let me see what I have in my arsenal currently.
Well, we're all together now.
Oh, we are all together?
I'm a
We're all
couple
here.
turns
As
behind,
you're
but
We are?
as
Okay.
you are contemplating what to do, you sort of see the shadow of Azra and who has gone before approaching, sort of like over your shoulder.
Oh, you just decided to join me. You guys are faster than you look.
Yes, and stronger than you look.
I try. Well, they're definitely here. I can hear the children screaming from the other side of this cave wall.
Okay,
So-
I think we should open the cave wall.
Yeah,
I'll
wall
take
it.
care of that if you don't mind.
You're gonna destroy the cave wall?
Mold earth. I can just literally dig. I can dig 5-foot square pieces until we get through it.
Okay.
Did we want to?
I
You
think
said
we
you
need...
needed a break. Who was gone before? So you wanted to sit down.
We can all rest, but if those kids are in danger, we probably don't want to rest for too long. I don't know if you can actually get any real rest if we wait only a few minutes.
as I
That's
like
fair. Let us go.
come struggling up the hill behind you, can you tell if they're in danger?
Well, they're screaming.
Let's see.
And I did hear
Don't-
one of the
if
the
you
names being called out.
Alright.
Well, I recognized a name from the village, so they're here.
Oh, so
Can we
they're-
see them?
they're-
You cannot see them from where you are positioned in the middle of the cave wall, sort of,
Mhm.
as who has gone before excavates with mold earth. After a couple more moments of excavation, you do get to a clearing in the raiding plains. This is a location where many battles take place during the ceremonial summer war and during raids of minor clans that exist just on the fringes of the ape clan territory. You can see in the distance one of the children, specifically Utad, cornered by a small dinosaur with large frills on its sides. This child is about 80 feet away.
So I'm gonna go to Alistair. Alistair, if you'll permit me to, there's a reason they call me the pillar of the community, and I just kind of like put out my arm. Would you allow me?
Before all this happens, I am going to... I'm sorry. But I am
Should
going
be.
to cast
Should be.
Cure Wounds on Alistair. And I believe that is going to be, I think, 3. You're gonna... Already done? Okay.
No, I say that I won't be of any use in a fight at this point. I
Gotcha.
will stay far behind us and save your healing for when it matters. if one of us is to fall.
Okay.
I can get the creature's attention.
Ozra, do your thing.
Ozra, get ready. I'll get its attention. Where are the other kids at? They're doing the screaming.
You can hear children in the distance beyond where Utad stands, and you can hear some screaming behind you in a strange language.
Behind us.
Not
Utad is
directly
in
from
danger
the
right
cavern,
now, so
but
let's go get Utad first.
I'll wait for, well, the creature's, you said 80 feet away from us. Okay, so I think our range of that is firebolt. So yeah, I can throw that and get attention. So when Uzra is ready, I'm going to throw a firebolt at the dinosaur that's got the kid cornered to get its attention. If I hit him, great. If I don't hit him, it'll at least notice the fiery explosion. That hopefully will help.
All right, and so I will tell who is going before. Good thinking. On my dive, and I take off in the air and I grab my stone. He says about 50 feet away, 60, 80?
80 feet away, but
Okay.
through flight, you can get 45 feet of that gap cleared.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fly 45 feet there, or 45 feet there in one round, and then I guess I will dash until I am like within dive distance, and then I will just that'll be my turn.
Then during the surprise round, I throw the fire at it, and you dive at it. Sound good?
Yep. And I'll just toss my hammer directly down and fly after it because that's fun. Sounds great.
So I'll just roll the die on the firebolt. And roll a 1. Damn it.
I'm going to rage.
Can I use my inspiration to roll d20 again for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Inspiration roll again. I'll take the 19. That works much better.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Ooh. Comes a whopping d10. I'll cross our fingers.
Yep.
Hey, all right. 5 points of fire damage.
That's pretty good. I am going to dive and throw my stone recklessly and raging. So 13 to hit.
That also hits.
All right.
6 points of damage, and I'm going to it's going to hit this frilled monster and just kind of land with a wet thud, and I'm going to like superhero land next to it and grab the base of the hammer, and that's where I'll be.
Yeah, this frilled spitter is dead.
All right.
It was just about to spit venom at Utad as the firebolt hits, and it turns around to look, completely oblivious to the hammer that's coming down from above. And it just goes.
I tell Utad, Alistair will take care of you. Go with him.
The child
Utad
looks up at Dubtalk. Dubtalk, if you remember, this is the child that you scared earlier.
So he's probably terrified of me.
He's terrified and confused that you people, especially the druid, have saved him, but he's grateful all the same. They went that way.
Just go. Thank you.
One child
Okay, so
saved.
He's pointing in the direction of the actual screams, not the ones that are made in a different language.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, onward and upward. Let's go.
When the kids get to me, I'm gonna like basically be having the dogs on like attack anything, approaching unless commanded. So
now's a good spot where we can rest. Now that Utad's out of danger,
Mm.
we can probably take time to do a short rest and then catch up where the kids are at.
I am fine with this. We have saved one.
the short rest get anyone anything they need other than me for hit points.
It gets me a spell back.
And hit points for myself.
I'm fine on hit points, but I'm out of spells, and I have no exhaustion, so I can use to pull another spell without exhaustion. And then if we have any other battles, I can actually start pulling exhaustion for more spells.
I could use another spell slot.
I don't think you
Druids
get a
get
spell
used-
slot
I
back
don't
on
think
short
druids
rest.
replenish
No.
on short rest. Yeah.
You don't? Okay, I'm running.
Warlocks and wizards do.
No, yeah, I mean, let's do it. Let's do a rest if we need it.
Alright, we'll
Short
spend some
rest.
hit dice. Roll a
A-
d12.
a-
Oh yeah, that's more than enough.
Back.
Take a moment's rest. Before you gather around, perhaps Alistair is playing out a beat for a song of rest. If they have that ability.
I think you can do that yet.
Not quite yet. That's second level. Never mind. All right. Song or no song. Well, take a quick short rest.
I do have the one feature if we can see the stars, but I don't know if are there stars.
Stargazing.
You can see the day star is directly above head, but other than that,
Yeah.
So the sun.
Nope.
yes. Take a moment's rest and Utad.
Wait. Druids can restore a number of spell slots per short rest, according to Rachel in chat. So we might want to look that up.
I've
Looking
got
it
the
up.
thing open. Give me a sec.
Right at this very moment.
Not at first level.
No, not at first level.
Virtual casting, spell casting focus was right in a wild shape for second level. So
Oh, that's this is 5e raw.
I'm looking at the beyond stuff right now. Okay. No, not at first level. You don't get that. Your recovery is not
She
here.
seems to agree with the not at first level. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. We can't find it. We'll
Yeah.
deal with it.
It is what it is.
You can
We'll
take a
survive.
level of
Look it up
exhaustion
later.
for an extra spell level in this one anyway.
For druids, actually, not quite. No. Instead, druids get the ability to sacrifice a bit of blood to make their spells even more powerful.
Ah, yes.
Which I will probably do. I forgot about that ability.
Give yourself advantage on attacks.
Yep.
Give others disadvantage on saves, or increase the level of your spell. In
I'm going.
exchange for a little bit of damage.
Okay.
Alright.
So we're all caught up. We're all got our things. Got a spell slot back. All right.
There is the issue of Utad, who does have a pretty nasty gash on his leg.
Can I use medicine on that to take a look at it?
Mhm.
And I roll a medicine. Not really well. I rolled a 7, so I don't know.
Yeah, you look at the gash. That's a gash, all right. The blood's supposed to stay inside the body.
Well, he's killing
Corey?
that, so I think we should wrap it up in leaves.
Yes, wrap it
alright.
in leaves.
I got-
That's a 7 for Alistair.
Yeah, it is a 7 because I have disadvantage on everything.
Oh.
Yep.
Alistair's too tired too, and is just yeah,
Nah.
that's blood.
Yeah. Does it seem like it's getting worse, or will a short rest also take some advantage for the kid?
The short rest should help a bit, but
Like, does it clot up and it doesn't look like it's getting worse? He's not actively losing health.
he's not actively losing
Alright.
health. He's just injured. Just so
We'll
you're
deal
aware.
with it.
All right, and the short rest concludes.
All right, so we're on our way to track down the rest of the kids. Somewhat injured, somewhat okay.
Which, because you've managed to decipher which screams are the children and not the children, it's a very straightforward line passing through the battlefield in the raiding plains as you see various weapons scattered about. A lot of sadly forgotten corpses laying about here and there. You find
One more thing before we finish the rest. That dinosaur we killed, is it edible? Because I need to eat as an ooze.
it is
I don't,
edible.
need, I don't need to cook it. I just need to eat it.
It is edible, but it does have venom. in its like head area, so avoid the head.
We're leading the flanks because that's where the good meat always is. So, I'll just cut and eat raw dinosaur. So those
What benefit do you get from eating raw dinosaur?
I have to eat twice as much food as a normal medium creature does every day as an ooze, but it doesn't have to be cooked, so I can eat raw meat if I need to survive. So I make a point of eating half my normal food right now during the rest if I can pull that off.
Yeah. So
no one else is hungry, but I figured I'd just eat a little bit while we're doing that. So sorry to interrupt. I want to make sure to do that real quick before I got too further along.
the four of you find Wodai and Taka and Dezej in the battlefield gathering pieces of wood. One of them found a sword type of a thing. It's a stick with the teeth of a large dinosaur kind of hammered into it. And it's Wodai who's swinging it around, yelling, I'm a hunter, rah! And then
All
it
right,
finds...
see someone likes Monster Hunter.
You find in the mist, or in the battlefields, you find a wall of mist forming ahead of you.
But we can see the kids.
You, for a moment, cannot see the last child. As you approach closer to the fog, you see a vague outline of a figure too tall to be a child or a gnome. And you all can hear, emanating from the fog, just a bit further. Come on. Don't stop now. Just a little closer.
But I
It's
know
tall
what this
gnome,
is.
kill it!
Stop, put my hands out.
Uptalk, please roll a religion check.
All right.
Azra yells, kill it. Azra, do you rush into the fog?
And
Please don't be
Boaz
that
puts
guy.
his hands out to stop her behind him. No, don't go any further.
15.
He was going to. And then who has gone before is perceptive to my trickery ways.
15.
So, Dubtalk, you do recognize those whispers as the god who has marked you.
Oh.
Yugal the Unseen.
Who is it?
Yugal the Unseen.
The other two. You two can do the rest. I ain't touching them. I ain't going anywhere.
Explain yourself.
I think we have to get the boy first. I'll go get the boy. Who is this person? I don't know.
Would recommend that. He's a god. He's the one that marked me, actually.
I'm gonna go get the kid.
Stay here.
What'd you say his name was?
What was his name? Upta
It is Yugal the Unseen.
Ewell the Unseen.
You all, the unseen. I, Osra, pillar of community, humbly ask you for the child back. He has a family and they have miss of him. And I'm going to start walking forward. trying
As
to
you
get the
walk
kid.
forward, the mist slowly dissipates around you, almost forming a bubble. And once you get 15 feet away from the rest of the group, they lose sight of you.
I'm gonna follow him, so I'm not gonna let him out of my sight again. What happened last time that happened?
Almost died. It's fine. It's fine.
So the two of you walk into the fog.
I thank you for your patience, you all.
I am going to
Or
use
truly a
my,
kind and benevolent god.
I'm going to
That's the
use
trick. You
my
don't piss off the gods.
awesome item as the storm. Lets me see through the fog.
Yes. So you take out this set of sapphires.
Correct. Put them up to my eyes, just like glasses, and I can see into the fog. Do I see those two?
You see them, and you do see the child whose name is Ulkan. He's currently picking up pieces of a shattered club for kindling, going, "Ooh, goody. This will be great for the fire." You do not
Yes,
see your god in the fog.
Does the little boy, do I hear him? Can I hear him? Because I know I can't see him, right?
After a couple more moments of walking, you begin to hear him, and then you get to the other side of the fog, and you can see him in the middle of this clearing, picking up pieces of club.
Boy,
I'm going to
your
keep
mother
watch
and
out.
father are very worried. Let us return. You have done well to gather the firewood. Let us go home.
So I'm not going to go in yet. I'm going to let it play out to see if the god that marked me is actually going to try something stupid, and then I'll go in and I'll lead everybody out. But for right now, I'm just going to watch and wait. I'm not going to go in if I don't have to.
At this very moment, you don't see anything, any trickery at this moment. If you were to pull the sapphires away from your eyes for a moment, you can see that the fog is dissipating after they've walked through it.
I'm not.
Slowly but surely. Cut to Alistair for a second. Alistair, you are the hounds still around you? The 10?
Yeah,
the
actually, yeah.
9 plus 1?
I figure they're helping me protect the kid. And we're kind of following behind them, but at half speed, so.
So as you are following behind, you hear children screaming from behind you. You hear the names of these children being screamed in the distance. You hear Taka, Utad, Dizesh, Ulkan, and Wodai all being screamed, those names over and over. Could you please roll a perception check?
Uh, 17.
All right, in the distance, you can see a bunch of... I can flip through my notes as quickly as possible. You see a bunch of little dinosaurs, brightly colored, and flapping these small wings as they fly after you. They're all screaming the names of these children in their voices.
Weird.
There's at least 9 of them. Probably a lot more. We cut back to the rest of the party, who have just collected Utad. from Azra and who has gone before, could I please get some religion checks?
Really? A 10? Okay.
I'm going with a strong 0.
So 10.
Utad just has a weird birthmark on his eye.
Have I not seen it before?
Please roll a intelligence check, just a flat intelligence, to see if you can remember Utad and if Utad always had this birthmark.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary here. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. You know.
You
Everything's
shouldn't
fine.
be tattooing you at your age.
No, that is
Tattoo.
a rite of passage. Yes, that comes when you become an adult at 13.
Dad, where are the rest of your friends? We must make haste back to the camp.
Okay? I found so much wood. Look!
Yes, you did a good job. We must go before the rest of your family worries.
Okay. Utad follows after the two of you as you meet back with Dubtak, or Dubtak. Dubtak, please roll a religion real quick.
I'm going to assume I see this on his eye, and I know exactly
yeah.
what it is. Okay.
This is terrifying. I don't like it.
15.
Yep, you know. This is the mark. Utad has been marked by Ewell the Unseen.
Kid.
Hmm?
Stick with me. We gotta talk to your parents.
Was it
And I
because I
take
went
him
to the
with me.
raiding plains?
What?
Thought I would get more wood in the raiding plains. Is that what this is about? I got
No.
all this wood, look.
Good job.
I don't think you're not in trouble, boy. I mean,
I'll
you
pick
are
him up
kind of in
and I'll
trouble.
put him on my
Don't-
shoulders, like all play like and shit.
It's
You're
fun
happy
for
or
Utad. Yeah.
So you shouldn't have run off. It's conflicting emotions, boy.
And the four of you march back to where Alistair is, as this swarm of at least 9 colorful, screaming dinosaurs is flying towards you.
What
about-
the hell?
They're about 60 feet away, and they're all screaming the names of these children in their own voices.
I mean, when you say flying dinosaurs, what are we talking about? We're talking like, cat size? Are we talking?
Cat-sized.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay, not as scary, but still scary.
at least 9 of them.
I'm assuming I'm about 30 feet away, so I'm going to chuck a boomerang at him.
Yeah. Roll that attack.
Be like, be gone, foul beasts! I know, that's incredibly original.
I got a bad feeling about this.
18?
18 to
Just
hit.
reckless? Yes.
I'll allow it. Yeah. You. I will allow you to hit. Yes. You hit one of these colorful dinosaurs. There's still at least 9 of them. For you, the players, there are 20 of these. Now there are
Oh my God.
19. All flying in a small swarm.
All right.
Boomerang comes back to my hand. Trust boomerang.
I suggest we run
This has got sleep for. I have a sleep spell ready to go for this. I can put them to sleep.
and then run. Okay. Do what you gotta
But
do.
we should probably.
But
run
also
first.
run. Yes, we should also run.
Start running.
For safe measure, what I'm going to do is I am going to use my last first spell to cast fog again to give them disadvantage. And
I
then
can run
I
like
run.
hell.
You can also use sleep too. I guess we can do both. Just to
No,
make
I'll
sure
save the sleep
in
for
case-
in case we need it. Do that
Yeah.
first, and then we can hightail it with the kids.
And I'm gonna go up to Alistair. Apologies. Do you want to hop on? And I go, just like hold out my arm.
Oh yeah. Yes,
Or are
the
you
kids
offering
jump
a
on.
ride?
Yeah, like I'm a, like a,
Yeah, because
like,
I'm.
like you know, put your arm on my shoulder. I'll put mine on yours, and just kind of lift you up and take you with me.
I am pretty tiny.
So, because you are a Leatherwing Saurian, you can pick Alistair up with your
Oh, that's
leg
right.
claw things,
And I can just fly.
and you can fly at 45 feet.
All right, here we go. Latch on with my bottom, kick
Yeah.
off. You feel a little bit of pressure, and just
That's not weird at all.
There
fine.
is
Everything's
also the issue of the 4 other children and these 10 hounds.
We're gonna
9
keep
plus
them
1
to run.
hounds.
We're gonna get them to run.
9 plus 1.
I'll just start running.
Yeah, I think
These are like little kids, right?
The youngest of them, Utad, is like 9. The oldest is like 12.
They should have run like
So-
hell then. They're kids.
I'm going to pick up the little ones that I can like double barrel like this, and I run. And I tell the 12-year-old, run as fast as you can.
Wodai, the oldest, who has that sword with the teeth in it, is somewhat upset that she has to run, but
she's
doesn't
a hunter.
argue at the 19 dinosaurs all yelling names.
Mhm.
So
Run for now. Run as you may. I will grow my legs out, which is probably disgusting to watch because none of you've seen that happen before. Using my ooze powers, so I will get my legs actually will let me move an extra 10 feet around when I grow them like that. So I can keep out in front to make certain that the pathway in front is clear, while Dubtech brings up the rear with the kids.
And I'll just
So-
whistle for the
Our-
dogs to follow. As
Oh yeah, they're running like
Yeah.
hell.
while like I have Alistair, I have my hands free. I'm currently flying with my arms, right? And so I'm going to, if I may, while I'm moving with Alistair, if any of the dinosaurs get too close, toss a boomerang, and I'm just gonna try and like hover like in front of, but kind of like strafing back and forth so I can keep an eye on the back line. And just if any of the dinosaurs get too close, huck a boomerang at them and try and help out.
I need a survival check from Dubtak, Astra, and who has gone before, since they are actively the ones moving in this chase.
14.
15, 16. All right. Actually got it wrong.
Nice.
My low skills, so that worked out well.
Natural 20. Okay.
All right.
I don't know what that is, but hooray for Kisama.
Survival.
A survival
So-
check.
Uh, 15.
All right. So, everyone present in the scene, please take 1 piercing damage.
Oh,
Oh no.
Can I half that to 0?
No, you cannot. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Ow.
so that's 7. Where do I hit? Where do I get for piercing damage? Like,
What is the question?
where do I put? Is there a place for piercing damage on?
No, it's
No, it's
No,
just
it's just
damage.
a damage type.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool. Sounds good.
As each
Damage
one
is
of you,
damage.
children included, get hit by a small nip from these small dinosaurs.
all right. Now I'm gonna have to cast sleep.
I'm throwing my
Cast away.
boomerang now.
So the goal here is to make certain that I catch all of the the dinosaur-like things.
Oh yeah, they're in that AoE circle.
All right, great. So let me just roll the dice on that. A pretty good roll. 32 hit points of creatures.
All but 3 of them fall asleep. One of those 3 get hit with the boomerang. Those other 2 see they're outmatched and start running away.
Kind of like
As-
fly ahead of the group a little bit and set Alistair down. Well, that seemed to turn out very well. That is an incredibly useful whatever you did. Thank you. Who has gone
Neat.
before?
It is the power of Ko.
And as you
Still
speak the
dino
name of
snatcher.
Ko, the many of you enter a cave area, sort of like a hollowed out section of a cliff face. Now that the fog has gone, Azra and who has gone before, you realize that this is the same area that you were in fighting those longwings
And the gnome.
and the gnome. You can see the splatters and the exoskeletons of the insects. And you can see on the wall a mural of Ko awakening and rampaging all of those in the ape clan. Just his many arms flailing and swinging mallets.
Is this, and I'll reach out to touch the drawing, or at least put my hand over it. Is this drawing imbued with power, like it's something I could actually understand?
It is something you could understand.
It's a ritual, the Awaken Ko then?
This is a mural of an event that has happened many times before in the thousands of years that Ko has existed in this realm as the slumbering god.
This is the power. This is powerful. I must understand it.
I don't like it. It speaks of bad omens.
No, it is it's happened before. It will happen again, as with all things to do with Ko. How long would I need to take to study this?
As per the spellskin rules, it would take you 2 hours.
Let's get the kids back to camp, but I need to come back here. And if we go, I'll definitely mark a trail to this place for myself. Not for anyone else, but for myself at least.
You leave
How
a
about-
trail.
How about you stay here while we take the kids back? Or do you not feel safe with that?
This is too open an area to be safe. I would want someone to guard with me just in case.
Okay.
I will
Let's
come
get the
back.
kids back there a higher
We'll
priority
see.
than my own knowledge.
I don't
Okay. Let's go.
really
that promise.
understand.
And I start headed back to the village.
Takes another couple minutes of walking, and as the sun slowly begins to set the horizon, you arrive back at camp through the north gate. And you can see that many of the members of this tribe seem to have given up. Like, they can't find these kids anywhere. Taco is crying into their palms, and then they look up, see that you've saved the children. You've saved Taka. They get up and rush over and just start singing your praises, thank yous. The other members of the tribe rush over to see the commotion.
No need. All in a day's work for a pillar of the community. That's pillar of the community who has saved these kids. Well done, pillar.
That picture was definitely a bad. Oh, I look over to who has gone before. That picture was definitely a bad omen.
It may be, but it needs to be studied.
And I'm actually going to see if I can find the kid that has, I don't know if any of them noticed, but they have the same mark as my eye.
It was Utad who bared the mark, if I remember correctly.
And I go up to Utad and I'm like, who is your father?
My father?
Yes.
He was Anura.
He
Died
was.
many summers ago.
How about your mother?
She passed at my birth.
Me and you have a lot in common then. Who's this kid's guardian?
Utad is guarded. Yeah. Utad is guarded by Taco.
Taco?
So Taka and Utad are very close.
Tacos?
I am going to gather Alistair and my whole party up, and we're all going to meet at Taco's place. I need to have a conversation. I need to talk to all of you.
So you head to Taco's herbal hut.
Correct.
Yes, tell me about your past, mysterious one. Tell me.
That fog wasn't normal. The fog obviously is a god. I told you, most of you before, that it was a god. And it's the same god that marked me. And I point to my eye. Long scratch, almost like a white, kind of like a grayish scratch going down and across my eyelid. My eye still works. It grazed my eye and then it goes down. And then I look over to Taco, look at the eye of the child.
Taco looks to Utad and gasps.
Unfortunately, they won't stop hunting us. The mist, this god. I've been on the run since I was 13 years old. And the mist hunts me down. If it doesn't hunt me down, the god dies. Once it gets me, I become part of the mist. And this will same go for this child. The only way I've been able to survive is to run. Never staying anywhere for long. And it's attracted to us. So if we come, it's not far off. And to a certain extent, this is my fault. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
I mean,
There
you
has
weren't
to be something that can be done. No.
you weren't involved with the boy when he was marked. I saw myself. No one was near that boy.
You don't understand this god.
Well, I don't understand.
In order for
most
him to
gods
survive,
except
he has to
Thor.
mark people and then take them into himself. The people legitly that he marks become the mist.
There is no way to appease this god.
Not that I know of.
So what you're saying is that we have to kill God.
But this boy is a chosen of the clan of co-worshippers. Is he not?
Oh, why?
And that would set two gods against one another.
Does not seem this puny God cares.
I may have
Let me look at you, boy.
Wake up,
You
Co,
grab some-
if that's possible. That could definitely deal with this.
Grab him
God
by
who plagues
the,
you.
kind of like do that thing where you put it under, you put your hand underneath his chin, you kind of inspect. And I'm looking at him like, does your eye still work, boy?
He looks around a bit, goes kind of cross-eyed for a second, and then refocuses. Yeah?
He'll even start
Well,
manifesting.
then you have what I call a beauty mark, boy. Well done.
He'll even
all
start
of the people that you will find attractive in the future will also find you attractive because you, sir, have the mark of the beauty.
You will also start to bring powers of the mist into himself. That's why I can produce fog.
Utad looks around wide-eyed that he's this chosen boy, and it's not setting in on him that he is chosen to die. Taco, on the other hand, gets up from the spot they were sitting, starts pacing around. No. We must tell the shaman.
Yes, you are correct. We should tell your shaman.
Let us go visit the shaman.
That is
I don't
his
know.
purview.
That being said, and I'll grab like dub tack and put my arm around his shoulder and just kind of pull him in and be like, we have told the boy all we can for now. He is experiencing what he will experience. Let us not try and scare the lad. Thank you for your cooperation. He pats him on the back.
I'm not going to lie to you. He deserves to know his future. He'll die.
And his mother will tell him, and his mother will try and protect him as best she can. This is not for us. We need to tell her. He has been told. Let us go visit the shaman.
Meanwhile, Alistair is
I mean,
probably
Uzra
asleep
throw a
at the
rock.
shaman's.
Yeah, Alistair's taking a nap
It's like,
by the clan fire. Alistair, if you remember, at sunset is when the shaman is going to perform the ceremonies for the clan that you were invited to chant along with and play your drum to.
Exhausted.
The four of you will be able to meet the shaman and see the wonder that is the magic of Ko next session.
Hell yeah! Good first session, guys.
Yeah, we survived.
yeah, Jesus.
Just
Yeah,
barely.
That got
I
rough
mean-
for a bit.
I mean, I did say we found their weakness. Their ultimate weakness was crit them hard and often. So you know, it's true what they say. If it doesn't work at first, just hit it harder. And we came out on top. So well done. we are very wise and strong people, and we should all be praised gloriously for our efforts.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
Glory to you and glory to Co, always. But yeah, that seems to be the majority of the time we have. I've been Kisama, your guide. Please, wonderful players, tell the audience where you could be found, who you are, and who you've been for the past 3 hours.
So I am John, otherwise known as J3 Billion. I have been Usra, our barbarian rage stick throw stone master. And I highly recommend this Planegea book. It is so much fun. I am enjoying being a literal rage dinosaur monster, and I am going to throw and toss whatever gets in my way, including the dwarf. That was a Lord of the Rings joke. It was really fun.
Okay.
It was really funny, guys. Thanks for laughing. It's funnier if I explain the joke. But yeah, so I've had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for having me, and we'll see. I will see you specifically Thursday, late night, 10 to 1 o'clock.
Oh.
And I'm Mike, better known as Dr. Fusion with the Z. You can find me on Twitch and on Twitter with that handle. I played Who Has Come Before, the Half-Ooze Spellskin / Wizard. Master of the Sleep Spell, apparently, which saved our asses twice.
Same with the fog.
Never going to complain about sleep ever again. Now, this is a great setting, and if you're watching this and you get a chance, please go to the Kickstarter. Please kick in. Let's make this thing happen with Atlas Games. It's a great product from what I can see. I've been involved in D&D for far too long, and this is a nice, unique setting. I really like it, so can't say anything bad about it.
Hey, I'm Corey, aka Narf, they, them. And the next time you can find me on stream will be here again. So playing the Alistair, the Chanter, which is their Planegea Bard class. You can also check out a video game that I work on called Caves of Qud, QUD. We recently just dropped a big patch. There's even more end game content now. The story goes a little bit further than it did 2 months ago. So check it out.
Hello, my name is Jared. You can find me at Real Life Jared and all that good nonsense. But today I played Hub Talk, which is the marked, which is the marked one by the god of the fog or mist. So let's just say, yeah. Anyways, next time you can see me is gonna be Wednesday, currently, but when Dune starts up, Mondays we'll be back again, and for me anyways, and I'm super excited for it. I'm all about my political intrigue. I have to have it. I freaking love it.
Sounds like so much fun. It really does. I'm really looking forward to that one.
And if you are interested in other adventures of horror and wonder, I'm going to try and do this from memory. On Mondays, currently is Delta Green, soon to be Dune. On Tuesday is currently Black Void. On Wednesday, I feel like it was listed here.
Yep, the One Ring.
One Ring.
Lord of the Rings.
Thursday,
RPG.
currently is a Changeling the Lost 3-shot ran by our very own Am Changeling. And God, I have to write these all down. There's so many.
A script might be useful.
A script might be useful. If only I had one of those. Who could get me one of those? Oh, me. But yes, our schedule can be found on Twitch, where you can find those and many other awesome streams and other games that we run here. Now, amazing players, it is that time. Please vote for your favorite player. Votes for players will be inspiration in this game, while audience votes will be an additional D4 on any attack roll, saving throw, or skill check.
So
Go.
yeah, we said like, oh me. I was like, why don't I just go ask my present self? Present self, do you want to do a script? No, that's future self's problem. Future self, what? I am going to give mine. Man, I think we all did really well tonight, but I think I'm going to give mine to Who Has Gone Before specifically because he saved my ass. No one else's ass. I mean, all of our asses, but most specifically mine. Yeah, I thought it was really great. Just put two people to sleep. You know, story role playing was on point. I really enjoyed it. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna set mine down for our awful yet awesome druid Dubtak for playing up the whole misguide role. That went really well. I love that.
I also am tossing mine to Jared for the heading off on his own, splitting the party, and owning up to it.
Yep, sorry about that.
No, it was a great time.
And thank you. But I gotta hand it for me, I gotta hand it to Narf because he just did 3 exhaustion. He took 3 exhaustion to make sure we survived. So
Cast 4 cure light wounds today.
yes.
At first level, baby.
4 at first level. That's insane. I mean, you're going to be out of commission for at least a day and a half, but that's insane.
At least.
Excellent.
Have a good story to tell at the fire next week.
Yep.
And for those interested in the nitty gritty, they did level up after this, and they will be leveling up again very soon, because that was a lot of damage.
And XP.
They all got the name of Child Savers,
Oh, hell
the
yeah.
saviors of children, which is worth 20 salt points, the equivalent of getting a piece of treasure that you can trade for things. And it will have a DC for other NPCs to roll to recognize them by that name at a later date.
I love this. I love the idea of having multiple titles to
I agree.
talk to people.
Anyone who was brought to 1 HP will be receiving a scar for next session, which will be worth additional salt and will enhance that name.
That's
in addition
awesome.
to being really wicked cool. With
That's
that,
awesome.
I mean,
That's
you
amazing.
must.
it's the beauty scar, right? Yeah.
So basically, every scar you get, it helps you. That's awesome. Okay, so it's like currency to a certain extent.
Yeah, your names, which is your reputation, your legacy, your glory, and your scars, which reflect those names and legacies even further.
So I got
So how
Love it.
much salt was that one worth?
It was worth 20 salt. So you can drop the name that you saved these children to Ape Clan. You can't bring this to a Lion Clan or to Seer Fall or any of the other locations of the world and be like, yeah, I saved these 5 children in an Ape Clan tribe.
But
And
to the
expect
Ape
that
Clan
to be
tribe.
right. But to the Ape Clan tribe, that is very honorable and is worth at least some meat. That's at least a day's worth of food, minimum. And that would be some real good food.
And that's how you would talk amongst yourselves. I am who has gone before, a savior of children of the Ape Clan. it's just the title. You just you lay out your litany when you meet people. It's kind of neat, actually. I love it.
So now I am savior of children, or I am pillar
You
of
are
community.
the pillar of the community, savior of
the
children,
children.
Azra. With that, we must bid you adieu.
Feels good.
Thank you, everybody. It was lots of fun. Appreciate it.
It was
Ton of fun.
I had a lot of fun
Bye.
today. That was amazing.
Stay safe in the woods.
See ya.